From Port Edward to the north to East London in the south, we find South Africa's wild coast. Rugged, untamed, and unexplored. I was very intrigued by this part of South Africa. In this region, many rivers empty into the sea, where sandy bays and open beaches can be found. I made my way to Port St. John's and found myself in such a tranquil setting. I'm staying at the Umangazi River Bungalows, a peaceful retreat located in the mouth of a river. I settled into my cozy, thatched roof bungalow with an amazing view of the water. I then made my way to the dock where I was to meet Kevin, who will take me on a river cruise that morning. Kevin, I learned, was a man of many talents. First, he loved to sing. And on his boat, everyone is expected to be able to carry a tune. We sang and sailed across the serene river, enjoying the scenic views. Amidst the quiet atmosphere, it was clear the displays teemed with bird life. And apparently, there were creatures out there listening out for Kevin's song. With buckets of fish, he calls out to the African fish eagles to feed them. Resembling the bald eagle in North America, the African fish eagles are large birds, with the females having wingspans of up to 8 feet. Its shrill cry is a recognizable sound in the African bush. Swooping over the water, its talons quickly grips the fish Kevin prepared that morning. They are amazing creatures, and I was very happy to see them up close, even with my tone-deaf singing. This hidden place is indeed paradise found. From Umangazi in Port St. John's, we headed further along the coast, reaching the Transkei, homeland of the Xhosa people. We passed by their colorful huts, dotting the landscape. This is South Africa, at its most raw and unbridled form, far from the touristy track. Navigating the unpaved roads on the back of a 4x4, we made our way to a small community called Coffee Bay. Here, looking at the endless coastline, nature reigns supreme and boldly shows off her beauty. They call this Coffee Bay because in the 1700s, there was a shipwreck filled with coffee, and they said that everything spilled out and almost the whole water here was black. That's why they called it Coffee Bay. Frothy waves splashed against dramatic rock formations as turquoise waters surrounded the green cliff faces. So they say that a lot of humpback whales pass this area, and every now and then it's the southern right. Keeping my eyes open, I'd really like to see one. And there, in the distance, we saw water spouting and fins waving back. What an incredible sight! Coffee Bay has some of the most breathtaking natural formations in the wild coast. We'll do a little bit of hiking here. It's a bit slippery, but it should be okay. A lot of people go hiking here and enjoy the views and the scenery. And finally, we reached the magnificent sentry guarding the shores of the Eastern Cape. This is the hole in the wall,
and it is a natural rock formation, which is one of the treasures of the Eastern Cape.
Legend has it that a Xhosa lady fell in love with one of the sea people, and a big fish rammed into this wall to allow them to meet. The magnificent landscape of their homeland has inspired many legends and folklores among the Xhosa people, passed down by oral tradition for generations. Today, I'm visiting one of the homesteads to learn more about the Xhosa culture. The Xhosa are the second largest cultural group in South Africa, after the Zulu-speaking nation. This part of the Eastern Cape has been their homeland since ancient times.
This in front of us is a typical Xhosa homestead. And then to identify a couple of things, this is a rondavel. Normally the design of the rondavel will be mud walls with a thatched roof, which means that's grass. And then now because of class and money, so they buy concrete blocks.
Yes.
So as you can see, the structure now is no longer round.
Yes.
It's got these corners. This is the kraal. This is where they keep the cattle.
Yes.
Back in the day, these guys didn't have the privileges of banking money. So what they did, they'll collect as much cattle, and then that will be your wealth. So when the boys, they turn at the age of 18, they get sent to the forest, or they call the mountain.
Okay.
There they get groomed, how to become men, how to be responsible, how to be the leaders of the family and the homestead.
Thobela then introduces me to the homestead's traditional healer.
Xhosa people are superstitious. So they're very, so they obviously we believe into ancestors being people that died a long time ago.
How does she get the talent, the education for this? Is it passed on through the family?
You don't choose. The ancestors, they will select you and they will choose you. So it's different how you start to notice you're the chosen one. You could be already foreseeing people's future and then be able to read.
Yes, yes.
Traditional medicines are taken from the surrounding forest and river. The knowledge of these cures is said to be revealed by the ancestors through dreams.
So do you think that traditional healers will slowly fade away?
No, I don't think so, because the next clinic, or the closest, is 20 kilometers away. So people
would rather see her than go to a clinic.
Than going that, because if anything happens to the kids, they feel sick, they're gonna rush to her, and then they still use traditional healers in the villages.
Did she see if I have a problem when I walk in?
The thing about the traditional healers, they're very honest people. If they don't know how to treat you, they will say.
So I guess I passed my pilot's medical then.
In the afternoons, Coffee Bay shores are bathed in golden light as waves crashed on the rocky outcrops. Rob, a local fisherman, takes me along to his favorite spot facing the Indian Ocean.
One good activity here in Coffee Bay is fishing. I thought I caught one. No. It's cold, but it's good to fish.
Rock fishing is popular in the coast, which is a site of a sardine run at a certain time of the year. Chased by seabirds, dolphins and whales, they bring a lot of marine life into the area. Now, if only I can get my line to catch something.
It's my first time to fish in the rocky area, and it's funny because your weight gets caught in the rocks easily. And the current is very strong, so you don't know if it's the current pulling your weight or is there really a fish pulling your bait.
Rock fishing is not as simple as I thought. But just as I was about to call it a day...
Okay! Yahoo! Well, we got one!
Finally! Thank goodness! I've earned my dinner.
The best thing about fishing is being able to eat your catch by the end of the day. Oh, is this what I caught?
I think mine was bigger. Did you replace it? The fish I caught was this big. Thank you very much. This looks very good. Super good. I think I'll just go fishing every day and eat good fish every single day. In the next part of our South African adventure, we ride across the beautiful coast, learn to surf the tides, and taste amazing new flavors, while finding the most scenic views and the warmest people, before heading to one of Africa's largest game reserves for some of the most memorable wildlife experiences. This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.